There's a lot going on right now, and it might be hard to keep up with everything the Trump administration is either doing or undoing, and that's part of the strategy. Flood the zone so the administration's most egregious assaults on democracy fly under the radar. And one of the most dangerous is its attempt to rewrite history. One of the president's recent executive orders targets funding for the Smithsonian Institution's newest museum, the National Museum of African American History and Culture. It's the country's largest and most comprehensive cultural institution dedicated solely to African American life, history, and culture. The executive order says in part, quote, the Smithsonian Institution has in recent years come under the influence of a divisive race-centered ideology. The shift has promoted narratives that portray American and Western values as inherently harmful and oppressive, end quote. It also calls for the removal of so-called improper ideology, end quote, and from all federally supported institutions, including the National Museum of African American History. What exactly does he mean by improper ideology? Do we live in a country where the government determines what our ideology should be? Weren't we sort of founded on the idea that that's not how it's supposed to be? Hard to tell what the government actually means, but you can use your imagination. What is clear is this taking away funding from the nation's top museums in this kind of targeted way, it's not an across-the-board cut to museums, is erasing American history, because we have learned this. Black history is American history. Kimberly Crenshaw, executive director of the African American Policy Forum, says it's more than that. This is actually an attack on democracy itself, which makes sense. If you're attacking history, you're attacking democracy. You cannot be a democracy if you don't know your own story. In a recent op-ed for Time magazine, Crenshaw writes, quote, wiping out our collective memory is part of their targeted strategy to suppress historical literacy, empathy, and our capacity to fight for a racially just democracy, end quote. Kimberly Crenshaw, a great friend of this show, joins us now. She's the executive director of the African American Policy Forum, which is participating in the Hands Off Our History protest, which is happening today in Washington, D.C., in support of the National Museum of African American History. Professor Crenshaw, it is great to see you again. Thank you for being with us.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you for having me back.
My pleasure. Let me just start with this concept of opposition to our history and the toughest parts of our history as being about America being a bad place or being oppressive. You are a pioneer in this area. That's just not true. That's not what the concept of learning about the toughest parts of our history is about. It's about learning about the toughest parts of our history, A, so we know it, and B, so that we don't repeat them.
Absolutely. I mean, look, what we know about democracies that descend into authoritarianism is that the road to authoritarianism is paved with the creation of a mythic past. It's paved by erasing the aspects of the past that are not to be celebrated. In the very idea of making America great again, you've got a problem, because we have elements of our past that are not great. We're not great for the people who had to live through them. So what do you do with that past? You erase it, you distort it, you call it unpatriotic. They've been doing this for the last several years with ideas. Now the war has escalated to actually attacking the official memory, to attacking the institutions like museums. So we're here to basically say that the attack on our memory, the attack on our history, is an attack on our democracy. You cannot have a functioning democracy when someone dictates what you can remember, what the history actually was, what is proper and what is improper. If we're wondering whether we're there yet, whether the F word can be used, when they come after the Smithsonian, that's a pretty good sign that that future that we've been worried about is actually here.
So let's distinguish between what they are doing with corporate America, where everybody's erasing all their diversity initiatives to not, attract the ire of the president. Feels a little bit like cowardice. They're doing it in the federal government, obviously, which I guess they have the authority to do. But when it comes to museums and universities, these are meant to be the institutions that allow us to be good thinkers, right? These are meant to be the institutions in which there is debate and in which we argue and we decide what's good and bad about our past ourselves as thinking individuals. Those two give me great alarm.
Well, they should. Look, critical thinking is the kryptonite to fascism, which is why they've gone after critical thinking everywhere. And here's the thing. They will frame it as patriotic. They will frame it as we want to eliminate divisive ideas. But let's look at the ideas that they are really promoting. If you look at the books that were removed from the Naval Academy and the ones that remained, they removed books like I Know How the Caged Bird Sings.
Right.
What did they leave? They left Mein Kampf. They left the bell curve. So this isn't about colorblindness. This isn't about anti-division. This is about trying to reproduce a certain idea about America that says, yes, we have racial inequality, but it's not the fault of anyone. In fact, the races are different and they are not equally yoked. That's what's buried in that executive order as an idea that they are now saying is proper. The idea that race is socially constructed, that inequality is not natural but the reflection of history. Those are ideas that they are saying is improper. So understand, when they go after the museums, the artifacts of the past, the struggles that have been necessary to create the democracy that most people take for granted, when they go after those ideas, they're creating a mythical past that makes it that much harder for people to understand the country we live in, the risk that we're facing, and what we all have to do to protect the democracy that we've spilt blood in order to secure.
Yep. Yep. We spilled blood, so we don't really want to forget why we did that, right? What good and bad is,
that's
and what
right.
we've done that's right and that's wrong. Otherwise, this is all for naught. Kimberly, great to see you again. Thank you, as always, for being with us and for the hard work that you do in the preservation of democracy. Kimberly Crenshaw is the executive director of the African American Policy Forum.